And so what I've done is I have appointed a lawyer for you so that we can get these things moving in some way.
Okay.
And I'm trying to call up your cases here. I'm sorry. I'm a little behind the eight ball here. Um, there's a number of cases, a lot of trespassing cases to 15 North 10th Street.
I
Uh,
I
there's
ain't
some,
gonna say nothing until you tell
don't,
me
you don't
to.
need to say anything. I'm just
Okay.
telling you what your charges are. All right.
Okay.
You have a possession of marijuana, also a drinking in public and vagrancy loitering, basically.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
your lawyer, Mr. Lilich, is on the line, and what I'd like you to do is talk with him concerning these cases.
Okay.
The gentleman that gave you the headphones, if you could ask him to put you in a breakout, you can talk to Mr. Lilich in private.
Okay. What does that mean? Okay.
Hey Judge, I sent you something on a Ronald Myers. I don't know if you got that.
What about him?
I guess he got booked in today and all he has are our cases.
Sure, I'll look. Let me look him up here.
Thank you.
What was that name again, so I can prep a plea if necessary?
No, he's not going to be seen today, but it's just
Oh,
what I need to do with him.
10-4. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Mr. Lilich?
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the city has made a plea offer to resolve Mr. Downs's pending matters. I've had the opportunity to review that plea offer with him. Your Honor, I did explain to Mr. Downs that he does have an absolute right to have a trial on all these charges, and that he would have the assistance of our office should he proceed to trial. In lieu of that, Your Honor, he'd like to accept the city's plea offer. My understanding of that offer is he will be pleading guilty to one count of trespassing and one count of possession of marijuana. In exchange for that plea, it's his understanding the city will be moving to dismiss the remaining charges, will be recommending that he serve a total of 7 days in jail, that there be an underlying jail sentence of 6 months, that he get credit for time served on that jail time. My understanding, Your Honor, is he has been in jail since Saturday. He wanted me to point out to the court that these trespassing charges stem from the fact that he has family members that live at the high rise on North 10th Street there near Central Avenue. And he gets invited to go over there to eat with his family members, even though he's prohibited from entering the building. Your Honor, I have explained to Mr. Downs that he will be on probation for 6 months, and a condition of that is that he not violate the law. He's assured me he's going to not return to that building. Judge, we'd ask that you adopt this plea agreement as the court's order. Thank you.
My understanding is he would still have to be in custody for the remainder of those 7 days, because you said he gets credit for.
Yes, and Judge, and now that you've pointed that out, I believe that would mean that he would have to be in jail through tomorrow. I think he's been in jail since last Saturday. I didn't make that clear to him, but I suspect he'll still want to go ahead and proceed with this
Right.
agreement.
All right, Mr. Downs, did you understand what your lawyer just said?
Yes, ma'am. So that means I can go home tomorrow, Saturday?
If I accept the plea, if that's what
Yes,
you want to
ma'am.
do,
That's
you've been in custody since Saturday, so yes, you would get out tomorrow.
yes, ma'am.
And then, but you'd be on that probation for 12 months.
12 months. He
What
said 6.
did I? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't
Judge, I
write,
believe
yeah.
it is, unless you sentence him otherwise, I believe it would be 6 months.
6 months. Yeah.
Yeah, I 12 months.
Yeah, no, I
No,
misspoke.
you scared me.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, 6 months
Okay.
sounds better than 12.
Yeah, let me just look at the attorney rec real quick so I know
Okay.
exactly
What
what's.
can I get out before the bank's closed? Because I got to pay my rent.
Yeah, well, that I don't have a say with the jail on that.
Yeah.
I can't order, for a particular time, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, now here's the other part of the plea agreement, is my understanding, is you're gonna have to stay away from that 15 North Central,
I ain't never going up to that building no more.
okay?
I can
Because even if
I'll
somebody,
just call him.
yeah, because if they invite you and you're gonna get in trouble, you'll get another trespass charge. We don't want that.
I don't want that.
Yeah, okay, all right. Um, yeah, that 6 months probation is so that you'll have to watch a video. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Concerning marijuana. You'll have to come up to the city hall here on the second floor, I think, to schedule that and then
Okay.
to watch it. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So if that's what you want to do, you understand by entering the plea, you're giving up your right to the trial.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So for the charge of trespass, how do you plead guilty or not guilty?
I plead not guilty.
Well,
Really?
not guilty means you didn't do it and we'll have a trial.
Well, I don't, if I'm just standing in front of the building, to me, that's not trespassing. They
Is that
gonna bring me a
okay?
plate out.
I understand
So
what
I
you're
don't
saying.
understand. Well, I'm asking my lawyer what he suggests.
Okay,
Mr.
well,
Downs,
okay,
I'm
go
sorry, Judge.
Well,
I'm
I
sorry.
don't know. Did you want to go out in the breakout or do you want to just?
We can do it
How about
right
if I
here.
just talk to him for one moment here, Judge,
Okay,
and then
sure.
we'll see where we're at.
Okay.
Mr.
Okay.
Downs, the plea agreement that you and I just discussed,
Yeah.
it requires you to plead guilty to trespassing and possession of marijuana
Okay,
for
I
the
will do
city,
that.
for the city to dismiss the other 9 counts of trespassing.
Okay.
Is that
Okay.
what you want to do?
That's what I want to do.
Okay, all right, Your
All right.
Honor, I think we're ready.
Okay. So for the charge of trespass, how do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And to the well, and you're going to go diversion on the drug charge. So that's
Okay.
not a conviction or anything like that.
Oh, that's not a conviction?
Nope. As long as you
Okay.
watch that video, you'll be good to go.
I'll be good to go.
All right.
Can I do that Monday?
Well, you'll have to come in to schedule because we have those meetings for people to watch that video on certain days in certain
Okay.
places. So you'll have to come to try to figure out where we're going to do
Where we're
that.
gonna fit in.
Correct. Yeah. Can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is that how you want to proceed? All
It's
right.
it's right on the bus line.
There you go. Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. So by me taking those pleas, I'll dismiss all the other charges.
Okay.
And so really all you need to do is stay away from 15 North 10th
And I can do that.
and go and watch that video. Can you do
Okay.
that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. We will send
Well,
paperwork over.
oh,
I'm sorry.
that's what I was just finna ask you.
Yep, we're going to
Can I
send
get
over
some paper?
paperwork because you got that underlying sentence of 6 months. If you don't watch the video, you might be back in there now.
Okay,
See?
I'm going
So
to watch
make
the
sure you see the
video.
video.
Can I take
Absolutely.
can I take some popcorn?
No, wait, no.
You see
I
I'm a
see where
joke.
you're going and it
You
sounds
see
good,
I'm
but
I'm
no,
a
no, no.
jokester.
All right.
I'm
So
I'm a
that six
old
months
I'm a old,
underlying sentence, the 7 days, you'll be done tomorrow. We'll send over the paperwork so they'll let you out.
when you gonna send the paperwork over?
It'll be today. It'll be today
Okay.
so that they'll let you out tomorrow and
Okay.
stay out of trouble. How about that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Sounds
Hopefully
good.
I won't see you no time soon.
Well, you can say hello. You can come by and say hello. All right. You have
Thank
a
you,
good day, sir.
thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
God bless you.
Just checking you're done there, Judge.
Yes.
All right, new pod, new floor. Looks like 4 in a row. So
All right. I will
back
be
soon.
ready.
You bet.
Guys like him make this job a little easier.
Yes, exactly.
We're rounding them up, Judge. I'll just call
Sure.
them out when they get here.
All right, sounds good.
Pardon me, Judge. Jonathan Reed is here.
All right.
Hi,
Mr.
Judge.
Reed, hello. I'm Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have a number of cases here that have been unresolved, stemming from things like trespass, jaywalking, interference with a law enforcement officer, exposing yourself, urinating in public, possession of narcotics. There's a couple charges of that. What I've done is I have appointed a lawyer for you, Mr. Lilich, who's here, that I'd like you to visit with to figure out how we're going to proceed on these cases. So if you could ask the gentleman that gave you those headphones to put you in a breakout room, you can talk to your lawyer in private.
I need an invitation again, please.
All right.
Got it. Thank you.
Mr. Lilich?
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the city did make a plea offer to resolve Mr. Reed's pending charges. I offered to review that with Mr. Reed. He would prefer to do that in person and not by video. He's indicated to me that he has a medical condition with his back, and he's advised me he needs to seek some treatment for that. He's also advised me he was he was arrested yesterday. Your Honor, I would ask that the court can consider granting him an OR bond, order him to appear before you at a date down the road, and then hopefully we can schedule an appointment and meet with him in person and be a little bit more productive than the space he's in today.
Ms. Hutton?
Well, Your Honor, the only reason I would be hesitant to agree to an OR bond is the amount of cases that we have pending and the amount of time that they have stacked up. So I'm quite concerned about whether or not those would, even if we were to continue it out, I'm afraid I would just lose Mr. Reed in the wind. So I think the state would oppose the city would oppose an OR bond today.
Mr. Reed, here's my problem. You don't come to court.
Previous charges, ma'am. I'm not making an excuse. Can I just keep it straight with you? I
I'm,
would. That's
that's
one
what
of
I
the thi-
prefer.
this is one of the reasons why I would like to speak with the attorney in, in person, because I be having medical conditions that kind of clouds my judgment. It hurts me sitting on this thing. I don't have medications, but I would, if I did was granted an OR, I would show up to the appointment scheduled to talk with the officer. I mean the public defender, to get this stuff resolved, because it's a problem in my life. As well as well as it's a problem. I want this stuff just resolved, really.
Do you have any kind of permanent housing? Because most of the addresses that we have, I mean, the last one, when you got arrested the other day, you had no physical address.
I got one now. I don't know if I gave y'all the right information, but it's 2111. No, it's 2122. It's not 11. We moved from 11. It's 2122 uh Argentine Heights, and that's off of Ruby Avenue.
I'm gonna make a note of that. Because this is my
661.
problem. I mean, these charges, some of them stem from July 13th of last year. I mean, that's how long ago these are. I mean, we're in 2025. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, you received the most recent ticket you got, said for you to be in court on 2/24 at 8:30.
Okay.
All right. Do you think you can come on 2/24 at 8:30?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then that's what I'm going to order for all these cases for that next date. 2/24 is a Monday, not this Monday, not next Monday, but the third Monday, the last Monday in February.
Okay.
All right. I will tell you this, and I'm going to make a note. If you do not appear on February 24th, when you get picked up, again, because you will, because I'm looking at that you will, at the rate you're going, you will sit in jail until we resolve these matters. Do you understand?
I hear you. I hear you,
Do
Your
you
Honor.
get what I'm saying? You will be in custody if you do not appear 2/24 at 8:30.
I hear you, ma'am. I do understand you.
All right. We'll send over the paperwork to let you out,
Okay.
but I better see you on the 24th.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right? Okay.
All right. Hey,
All right.
thanks. Can I can I get can
Yeah.
I can I go to the well, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Brasher, you want to finish that or okay? Mr. Brasher here, Judge.
Hello, Mr. Brasher. I'm Judge Whitman with Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have a case here of trespass, and it's old, December of 2022. I have appointed counsel for you. It looks like, is it just that he has to pay? Sherry?
I apologize, Your
One
Honor.
moment.
Oh,
Because I show a balance of 310.
Let's see, looks like. No, that's Attorney Rex, so that has not been accepted
Okay,
yet.
all right. Okay. Mr. Brasher, I have appointed counsel for you, Mr. Lilich. He is here today to discuss this case with you and figure out how we're going to proceed. So if you would ask the gentleman that gave you the headphones to put you in a breakout, you'll be able to speak with Mr. Lilich in private.
Right. We do this a couple times when you're done.
Yes, Mr. Lilich.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the city has made a plea offer to resolve Mr. Brasher's pending trespassing charge. I've discussed that with him. I've advised him he does have a right to have a trial in lieu of accepting the city's offer. The city has approved him for diversion. Um, he would like to enter into diversion and accept that offer. I believe this is a pay and close diversion. He's advised me he does have $300 available, I think, in his personal property at the jail that he could pay this with. I've advised him as a condition of the diversion, he's not to return to 5658 Yecker. I've explained to him that he'll be on diversion for 6 months and that if he successfully completes diversion, the case will be dismissed. Judge, Mr. Brasher has also advised me he's employed by a temp agency, but that he had been working for them. He's been in jail for 3 days. I'd ask that the court grant him an OR bond and we set him on the path for diversion.
Mr. Brasher, did you understand what your lawyer just said?
Yes, ma'am.
That basically a diversion is basically a contract between you and the city to pay those monies, stay away from the Yecker address, and they'll dismiss this charge. Do you
Okay.
understand? All right. I will grant you an OR bond. You'll go diversion on that. We'll expect that money. I'll give you till Friday of next week, which is February, Valentine's Day, to have it paid to our court. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. I'll try to have it paid today if I can get out of here in time.
Yeah, yeah, because you were here till I think the clerk stays open till like 4 or something. So
So if I can get out of here today,
get
I'll
out.
go
Yeah.
straight over there and pay it and it'll be done.
All right. So unless you have any other questions, I think that's how we'll end it, that February 14th date. Just get it paid and then this case will be done.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Cedric Gibson, Judge.
Good afternoon, Mr. Gibson. I am Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have a number of cases here that are unresolved. Possession of drug paraphernalia, 2 counts, or 5 counts of petty larceny. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 counts of trespass, as well as a couple failure to appears. What I've done is I've appointed counsel for you, Mr. Lilich. He is here on the Zoom. And so if you could tell the gentleman that gave you those headphones to put you in a breakout, you'll be able to speak with your lawyer in private. So put in a breakout.
She said, could you put me in a breakout?
Judge, while they do that, I'm just going to step outside for a brief moment, but I'll be right back.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
Oh, she's mute.
Mr. Lilich?
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the city has made a plea offer to resolve Mr. Gibson's pending charges before this court. Contrary to my advice, Mr. Gibson believes that he has a right to have a preliminary hearing on these charges. I think he has I think he would like to address that issue with you at this time. But besides that point, and Judge, I don't think we're going to be productive on working out a plea agreement today. He has advised me that he's been in custody for 4 days. He would like the court to consider granting him an OR bond. He's promised me that he will personally appear for any court date that you order him to appear for.
Mr. Gibson, we went around and around with this prelim business back when you were in custody back in March of last year. And I explained to you that you don't get a preliminary hearing when you're dealing with misdemeanors, which all your charges are. I did, under my against my better judgment, let you out back in March of last year with your promise to appear on May 10th. You did not appear. You will not be released. I will bring you over next Friday and you can talk to your lawyer at that time. So that'll conclude the hearing and we'll do paperwork to bring you over on Friday, February 14th. Thank you.
February the 14th.
Right. You can give your headphones back.
Okay then.
All right, just checking you were done there, Judge.
Yes.
All right, Alex Cruz is next. Going to take a minute. He's
All right.
solo. Back soon. Judge, pardon me, while we're waiting, excuse me,
Yes.
you are aware of that person, intake sergeant, I forwarded to you from Sherry?
Myers, I just sent
Yeah,
something. You'll
got-
get some paperwork.
Okay,
Yeah, we
cool.
got it.
Thank
We
you.
got it going on.
Thank you very much. A few more minutes for Cruz.
Sure. And Sherry, can you make sure that paperwork's done to get Mr. Gibson over?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
And
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Pardon me, Mr. Cruz is ready.
All right, great. Mr. Cruz, I am Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. Back, looks like December 6th of 2022, you pled to a DUI and no insurance. And then you failed to appear and have never been sentenced on those charges. I have appointed counsel for you in this matter. There are also some other newer charges, destruction of property, 2 counts, one in May of this year or 2023, and one in November 13th of 2023. Mr. Lilich is your attorney. He is present on this call. If you could ask the gentleman who gave you the headphones to put you in a breakout, you can talk to your lawyer in private about these matters.
Okay.
Just ask him to put you in a breakout.
Going to the breakout room.
Yes.
It goes on. It goes on.
Yeah, come on in. Yes, Mr. Lilich.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the city has made a plea offer to resolve Mr. Cruz's new cases. Mr. Cruz didn't wish to review that with me today. He'd like to do that in person. He advises me that he's worked at the Sonic on I think at about 60th and Leavenworth Road. He's worked there for a couple of months. He'd like to be released so he could go back to work. I discussed with him that he did not get an evaluation for sentencing purposes on the DUI before this court. He is familiar with the ASAP office at 7th and Minnesota Avenue. He has he's requested that if you grant him an OR bond today, he has assured me that he will go there to get the evaluation so he can be sentenced on the DUI.
Well, Mr. Lilich, I'm gonna break in here just a minute.
Okay.
He did get a RADAC summary, but it is dated. It is back in 2023. I think he was in custody at the time, and they did this eval. I personally would like a more updated one to find out, because he might have done some things that they suggested
Okay.
that was in there. My only problem is he doesn't come to court. This one is in 2022. The other charges are in 2023. He doesn't come to court at all.
Okay. Well,
And although he might be working down the street, apparently he doesn't know how to get to City Hall.
Your Honor, for what it's worth, he's advised me today, if you order him to appear, he promises that he will appear. For what it's worth to the court, he is familiar with where the ASAP office is located. Based on my discussion with him, I believe he will go and get an updated evaluation as the court has just suggested. So Judge, I'd ask that you consider granting him an OR bond today based on what I've represented to you.
All right. Mr. Cruz, do you have anything to say about your not coming to court?
No, but I promise I will make the next one.
Ms. Hutton, what's your suggestion?
Your Honor, the state would oppose an OR bond. City, I apologize.
Yeah, no, I understand. All right, this one I'm going to do. Mr. Lilich, I would like you to contact ASAP and let them know that Mr. Cruz is in custody. I'm not interested in letting him out at this time. He does not appear. These cases are old, and we need to get them resolved, at least the DUI. I am going to continue this matter to February 28th. That should give ASAP enough time to at least visit with him to get one in the jail. If he posts the bond's $750. If you post the bond, then I just need you to be here on February 28th at 1 o'clock. Mr. Cruz, if you are still in custody, we will bring you over to deal with your DUI and these older but unresolved charges. The $750 bond does have a condition that you're not allowed to drive unless licensed and insured. So if you make the bond, great. February 28th, we'll see you in court at 1. If you do not make the bond, then we'll get you over here to discuss your cases. Did you have any question, Ms. Cruz?
Excuse me, Your Honor, may I say something?
Absolutely.
Just to let the court know that ASAP has moved and they have a new address if you would like that.
Okay. Yeah, what's the new address?
It's 831 Armstrong Avenue.
Armstrong, okay. Mr. Cruz, you understand if you do get out, your job is to get with them at 831 Armstrong so that you can get an updated eval. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right. All right. That'll conclude the hearing.
Your Honor, just one other point. I
Sure.
will email Miss Roberts and Miss Freelon to advise of your order
Okay.
later this afternoon.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Mr. Cruz, you can give the headphones back to the person that gave them to you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Just checking we're all done there, Judge.
Yes.
Okay, Hyde is next on my list. Got to check next door. He's a worker, so I'm not real sure where he's at.
Okay.
And the two ladies are still on there as well. So back
Right.
soon.
Okay. Thank you. You found Mr. Hyde? You found Mr. Hyde?
I have Mr. Hyde. Thinking our network is going to hold. He's right here. Here we go.
All right, thank you.
I got the joke. I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Mr. Hyde, this is Judge Whitman with Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You've got quite a few unresolved matters here. A lot of them are traffic related. However, there is one charge of resisting arrest. It looks like everything happened in 2022. One incident was on July 3rd and the other was August 25th. I have appointed you counsel in this matter, Mr. Lilich. He is present, and what I'd like you to do is speak with him to determine how we're going to proceed on these matters. If you could ask the gentleman that gave you the headphones to put you in a breakout, could you, then you can talk to your lawyer in private, all right?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so ask to be put in a breakout. All
May
right.
I be put in a breakout?
I got it. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of expect that, so I'm kind of reading lips and all.
think we lost the jail. They'll have to come back on.
Yeah. No, they're on there.
There we go. Mr. Lilich?
Yes, Your Honor. Thanks for giving me that opportunity to visit with Mr. Hyde. Your Honor, the city has made a plea offer to resolve Mr. Hyde's pending matters before this court. I have explained to Mr. Hyde that he does have an absolute right to have a trial on these charges and that our office would assist him with that process if that's how he would like to proceed. In lieu of that, he would like to accept the city's plea offer. Your Honor, my understanding of the city's plea offer is that Mr. Hyde would be pleading guilty to one count of resisting arrest and guilty to no proof of insurance. In exchange for that plea, it's my understanding the city would move to dismiss Mr. Hyde's remaining charges and recommend a total fine and court costs of $473.50 with no underlying jail sentence. Your Honor, I've discussed that with Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde has advised me that he has a pending felony matter in Wyandotte County District Court for a felony possession charge. I've advised him that that resisting arrest conviction could negatively impact his sentencing score. In that case, he's confident it will not, but I have discussed that with him and he would still like to proceed with this plea. Your Honor, Mr. Hyde would ask that the court adopt what I've just summarized as its final order.
Mr. Hyde, did you understand what your lawyer just said?
Yes, ma'am.
You're wanting to plead to that resisting arrest and the no insurance, all the other charges will be dismissed?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
And are you positive? I want to make sure you understand that that resisting arrest is a person misdemeanor, so it could affect your criminal history score. I don't know your criminal history score, but you have to get so many misdemeanor person crimes for it to affect your score.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understand it? Okay. Knowing that, you still want to do this.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So how do you plead to resisting arrest
Guilty.
and one count of no insurance?
Guilty.
All right. I will accept your pleas. I will dismiss all the other charges. That the fines and costs will be that $473.50. Since your felony charge, as far as I know, I don't know if it has a new setting yet. But do you have any idea when you're going to be released from custody?
So I have a docket call on
Okay.
Tuesday.
Gotcha.
I think.
Okay.
I believe
right.
it's for a bond reduction. So
Oh, okay.
I might be because I had a docket call last week and then they set it for another week. So I'm assuming that's for maybe a
Right.
bond reduction.
Okay.
But I'm hoping to be eligible for post-trial release. So I should be very soon.
All right. What I'll do is I'll set for payment only March 28th at 1 o'clock. If you have it all paid by then, great. If you are still in custody, we'll know and we'll move the date for you so you don't run into trouble. If you are out and you just need more time, you can come to court and ask for more time.
Thank you. Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you have any questions?
No, thank you for your help.
All right. All right. Well, that'll conclude the hearing. You can give your headphones back to the jailer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just checking we're done.
Yes.
And moving down to the female pod, probably Cook first. We're going to have to do White by herself.
Okay.
Back soon.
Or I just sent you an email reference some other person that was just arrested.
Okay, I got it.
Pardon me, Judge, Ms.
Yes.
Cook is ready.
All right.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have some matters here that are unresolved, and I have appointed a lawyer for you, Mr. Lilich, who is on the Zoom hearing, to discuss with him how we need to proceed with these matters. The charges that you have are 5 counts of shoplifting. It looks like somewhere out at the Legends, as well as interference with a law enforcement officer. If you would ask the gentleman that gave you those headphones to put you in a breakout, you'll be able to speak with your lawyer in private about these matters.
Can you put me in a breakout?
Yes, Mr. Lilich.
Your Honor, the city has made a plea offer to resolve Ms. Cook's pending matters before this court. I have had the opportunity to review that with her. She would like to accept that offer. Your Honor, I have explained to Ms. Cook that she does have an absolute right to have a trial on all these pending charges. Ms. Cook has pointed out to me that she has a pending sentencing in, I believe, Wyandotte County District Court on a felony drug-related charge. I've pointed out to Ms. Cook that her plea in these cases could potentially negatively impact her sentencing score. We've talked about that. She is okay with that risk. It's her understanding that the city has offered that if she pleads guilty to 3 counts of theft and 1 count of interference with a police officer, the city will move to dismiss the remaining charges, and the city will recommend a 30-day underlying sentence that she be granted supervised probation for 1 year on a condition that she not violate the law, that she complete a checkmate class and pay a total fine and court costs of $600. Your Honor, I've discussed this with her. She would request that the court adopt what I just summarized as the final order to resolve these cases.
Ms. Cook, did you understand what your lawyer just said?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to plead to, the 3 counts of shoplifting and the 1 count of interference.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I show that there might be a hold on you from the Department of Corrections for Missouri. Without going into detail of what, are you going to be able to come to probation if I put you on probation?
Yeah, once I get out of Missouri.
Okay. And how long do you know how long that's going to be?
No.
Okay.
I don't know if they're going to roll me if I'm going to prison or if they're going to
Right.
reinstate my parole.
Okay. Okay. Because, setting you up for probation and then you don't appear, we'll issue a warrant for your arrest.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Knowing that, you still want to do this plea.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I've already done 2 months in jail.
Okay. All right.
Or a month in jail.
Yeah.
January 3rd, a month and some days.
Yeah. Yeah. Because my note,
I got picked up on January
yeah,
3rd.
January, yeah, and then you've been in, and then we realized you were in for your court date, which was for, it looks like, well, we just knew you were in custody
Yes, ma'am.
because we had warrants out. Okay, all right. Okay, so as Mr. Lillich suggested, you do have a right to a trial on these matters, but by entering this plea, you're giving up that right. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So to the 3 counts of shoplifting, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And to the 1 count of interference, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
All right, I'll accept your plea. The other charges will be dismissed. You will be placed on probation for that 1 year and have to take that checkmate class, stay out of trouble. As far as I'm concerned, and I know I have a probation person on here, that the current things that you're in custody for that are getting resolved will not affect your probation. So they can't revoke you because Missouri took action on on you. You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
We know that's going on, but we're going to give you that probation.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. We're not going to revoke you. All right. So I'll follow the plea agreement. You'll be on probation for that 1 year. You'll have that underlying sentence of 30 days. You're not to go out to the legends. Just stay away from there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And you'll have to do that anger management eval and the checkmate class.
Yes, ma'am.
You'll have the fines and cost totaling $600. I will set you'll have to come to probation. I'm going to set it out a little bit because I know you're going to have to go to Missouri and deal with that. I will set it for April 3rd.
Yeah, I'll
That's a
still be in
Thursday.
custody here
Well, I don't know about
because
that.
I have to wait for Clay County to come and get me, and that's going to take 14 days, and my court date's not till March 14th, so that's going to be
Okay.
March 28th.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I saw, because I know you're not going to get sentenced till March. So, all right, we'll go to May 29th.
That's the day after my birthday.
All right, okay. Well, then you should remember it.
Okay, and if
March
I'm in custody, should I write you guys?
Well, you can write us something that says you're in custody. Absolutely.
Okay.
March 29th, that's at 10 o'clock.
May
That is
29th.
here- Yes, that is here in City Hall. What did I just say?
March 29th.
Nah, that's crazy talk. May
Yes, ma'am.
29th. That's a Thursday. It'll be at 10 o'clock. It's at City Hall. It's on the second floor.
Okay.
Okay. If you are in custody, absolutely write a letter.
Okay.
Okay. But we will expect you May 29th if you're not in custody. And if you do not appear, a warrant will be issued for your arrest.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. Well, that'll conclude the hearing. I wish you good luck in your other matters.
Am I going to get paperwork on this?
We will send a thing over to the jail that you're being released on these matters. And we can write on there your new court dates, that May 29th at 10.
Okay, and I'll get that paperwork?
You should. They should put it in with your stuff.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right. All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. You have a good day.
You too.
Good luck. Check in with okay, Judge, we are going to have to go up to Miss White, so that'll take me a few minutes. And
All right, sure.
I'm going to speak to Ms. Love directly. That ticket you and I were talking about earlier this morning.
Yeah.
Sherry, no, not the court one.
Myers.
I'm not sure who it was. She knows
Okay.
who I'm talking about.
All right.
I know the answer. It was an in-house ticket, and it'll work its way over to you guys. It's one of those
Okay.
things. A seat ticket.
Sure.
It's in the mail, something like that.
So I got you.
Okay, back to White. I'll be back soon.
Sure.
Thank you.
Judge, may I step aside for a moment?
Yes. Huh.
Pardon me, Judge, Ms.
Yeah.
White is ready. We are going to do this through the door feed.
Okay.
Yeah, the volume is up maximum. Okay, Ms. White, this is the Casey County Municipal Court Judge Whitman.
Hello, Miss White. I'm Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have some unresolved matters here. You have a battery charge that happened back in April of 2021, a trespass charge that occurred in February of 2019, and you have two failure to appear summons. I have appointed counsel for you, Mr. Lilich. And I would like you to visit with him how we're going to proceed in these matters. I'll have the jailer put you in a breakout so you can talk to your lawyer in private.
I understand, ma'am. Hold on, Ms. White, just a second.
Mr. Lilich?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I have had the opportunity to visit with Miss White. The city has made a plea offer. She's declined that offer at this time. Your Honor, my understanding is that she has been held on some other charges, but is being held on the charges pending before this court and has been held on those since January the 31st. Ms. White has advised me that her sister is going through chemotherapy and that her sister needs her assistance with that. Your Honor, I would ask that you consider granting her an OR bond, set a date certain for her to appear, order her to appear. She's indicated to me that she'd like to schedule an appointment with our office after appearing in person in court.
Miss White, I'm a little reluctant to do that only because these charges are so old and you've received failure to appear notices and ignored them. Why will my asking you to come to court on a different day be any different than you ignore that?
Well, I am homeless and it has been a long struggle for me, and I most likely just was unaware or had forgotten that I had court. If we could set it up closer in time, it would be a lot easier for me to make it.
If I let you out and you come on Monday morning, you won't, I'm assuming you won't forget.
No, if it's this coming Monday, I won't forget.
Right. It will be, I will order you to be in court February 10th at 8:30.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And I will not be amenable if you don't appear. If you get picked up, you're going to be right back in jail and I'm not going to let you out.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
You
you.
understand? So February 10th at 8:30.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. And we'll send over paperwork for that. All right.
Okay.
All right. That'll be all.
Second. Okay, Judge, that's it for the list.
That's what I see.
All
Thank
right.
you. Have a
weekend,
good
everybody.
weekend. Go
Go
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Chiefs.
All right.